in Roy's face because he's just, but like I said, fighters great fighters, they have egos. And so that kind of hurt his pride when he's seen that, he was getting knocked out and this and that. But it is what it is. You struck first, he struck second, and now it's stupid. Now it's becoming, to me, stupidity.
Jeff, really appreciate the insight.
I would not be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez because that's not the same Pacquiao.
Of course.
That's not the Pacquiao at the top of his game.
Yeah, of course.
But in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever.
Of course.
When that's not how that goes. That's not reality. But in the business world, what's happening, fight fans around the world? I know how y'all are. I know y'all enjoy this thing of boxing. I know we play games and people have their issues and people have opinions. It's cool too. I got opinions and I'm allowed to say my opinions or speak my opinions. And if somebody was trying to send me a subliminal message, it worked. Because if you want to prove that you're better than me, I'm always ready. Wide open. Ready to go. It's called.
What's up, fight fans? Welcome back to the channel, your go-to spot for everything boxing. Today, we're diving deep into the heated feud between two legends, Roy Jones Jr. and Floyd Mayweather Jr. What started as a difference of opinion has spiraled into a full-on verbal war.
Man, what's going on with Roy?
It's just one of those things where, you have fighters you have great fighters and great fighters start talking about one another. Then egos become a big part of the issue. And the reality is this, that Roy struck first and Floyd struck second, but what Floyd did is...
And it's time.
Could it be this? Could it be that Floyd didn't have an equal?
He did.
He
did.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, stop. What's the guy named in the wheelchair right now?
Paul Williams.
He could have fought him.
I don't think he would have beat him.
I ain't say that. I say he could have fought him though.
He did.
And you don't think? Hey, in my opinion, the only person that really had a chance in his weight class back then was Amir Khan. He wasn't touching Amir Khan. That time Amir had too good a feet. He wasn't
That's
fighting
true.
Amir Khan.
Amir was calling him out for years.
He wasn't fighting Amir Khan. Amir Khan had too good a feet.
And Roy got mad.
But he wasn't just watching the fights, he was poking the bear, right?
Of course. I'm not saying he's watching the fights. He's watching the fight because he felt that, don't get me wrong, boxers sometimes get sensitive about, you're a great fighter and you don't want nobody to say anything about you because...
Is there something that you want to elaborate on or is there something that maybe you don't like about Floyd?
One thing I don't like is that you don't respect elders. You talk about Muhammad Ali got beat by an 8-0 fighter. That 8-0 fighter was an Olympian who was a monster. Who, if you had a monster like that in your weight class, you wouldn't fight him at that time. You understand where I'm coming from? So, that being said, you're disrespecting the greatest fighter of all time. And if you disrespect him,
It all began when Roy shared his thoughts on Floyd's all-time ranking, saying Mayweather wasn't in his top 5. In Roy's eyes, Floyd didn't face elite opponents in their prime, something he believes kept him from true greatness.
Fights getting knocked out. What do you think about that?
Nah, Roy's the legend, bro. You can't come for Roy like that.
Who do you think was better in their prime? Roy or Floyd?
I would say Roy was better during the prime, but Floyd just stayed consistent.
He's a nice guy. Floyd Mayweather added in Roy Jones Jr.
Look, once a fighter, always a fighter. Look, if you're gonna attack Floyd's character, he's gonna attack you back. That's just the bottom line. It's like with me and Berlanga. If you're gonna try to attack, like with me, I'm just having fun, because I can.
What is the beef with you guys? It's Edgar, it's...
People talking about who Floyd fought. Floyd fought, every champion that Floyd fought is a fucking Hall of Famer. So, yeah, Floyd is one of the greatest fighters in the world also. And basically, the difference is that he never got knocked out. He never got a loss at all. And so, those things that he can.
About Roy and Floyd going back and forth. I just talked to him. Floyd was really worked up. Roy was really worked up about it. What do you think, Andre? They fighters, man.
Andre, we're going this way.
They fighters. Isn't that the biggest fight in boxing today? Like, if that would have really happened, you think it could happen?
Watch out, Andre can still throw hands now.
Don't mess with him like that. They fighters, bro. That fighting him is never.
Mayweather wasn't having it. Floyd responded with a series of brutal social media posts as showcasing Roy's knockout losses to Antonio Tarver, Glenn Johnson, and others. Many saw it as petty, others saw it as fair game. Jeff Mayweather, Floyd's uncle, chimed in too, calling Roy's comments stupid and said Roy struck first, so Floyd had the right to clap back, but Roy isn't backing down.
Only made him money and the people he was fighting. It didn't make money for the whole sport. So what he did himself a great job, but it hurt the sport. Because now everybody wants to fight, stay undefeated. You understand me? Me, it's like when two guys get hit, they gotta meet. No, wait. They was here 5 years ago. They should have met. You understand me? Because now we probably could have got 3 good fights out of it. You understand me? But because we waited too long, then to move around and do what he want to do, he gonna beat you because he's very explosive and he's very mean.
I was gonna say mean.
To me, people don't give him enough credit. People always say, well, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as near as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think he would have beat him?
How? How you gonna keep him off on him? Sugar is a dog. Just because his name Sugar don't mean nothing. Sugar is a dog. People don't give him enough credit for that. You gotta think, this in between round 13 and 14, I think. Angelo Dundee said, you're blowing it, son. Sugar Leonard got.
I think it was more of a show of a man vulnerability at that moment when Roy was fighting Tarver, I believe, or Glenn Johnson. One thing that I've learned over the years, and I was a villain of it, to put a man down.
In a recent interview, he fired back hard. If you want to prove you're better than me, call me. I don't do talking, I do fighting. Even challenged Floyd to a real fight, not an exhibition. No play fight. If we're fighting, it's for real.
Who was a better fighter in their prime, Floyd Mayweather or Roy Jones? Now, Floyd Mayweather's prime lasted his whole career, where he had 2 different segments. He had Pretty Boy Floyd, then he transitioned.
Respect the Floyd 50-0, or is it like?
You gotta respect anything a person does and stay undefeated that long. So I respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50-0 that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Chavez was 80-0 at one point. 80. He could retire at 8-0.
Roy Jones explains why Floyd and he were so different.
No, we stood for 2 different things. He was a social media blowout. He blew it away. And that fit his character because he could hit it, and do things the way he did. He was smarter. I want to play King of the Hill.
Favorite fighter ever. You guys know I was a huge fanboy and all those things. I've said it repeatedly. But if they were to fight, I'll be rooting on Floyd Mayweather, man. I can't. Listen, regardless of how many times.
Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins both offered perspective. Hopkins reminded fans of Roy's dominance in his prime, while Oscar chalked it up to retired fighters missing the spotlight. Even Jake Paul weighed in, saying, Roy's a legend. You can't come at Roy like that.
You don't know.
He was young, he was fast, he was knocking people out.
You don't understand boxing like I do. Floyd was knocking out? Besides
that time, nobody.
That's it.
Yeah,
so if you ain't knocking people out, how you got to catch Khan and knock him out. And you got to get on that shoulder, you got to chase Khan.
In their prime, I got to give it up to both guys, but look, we're retired, man. Let's keep this fighting thing for the young bucks, you know?
But you fought Floyd, you fought him, so you know firsthand, you know his talent. Sure. But Roy in his prime, when he was like Superman before
They called out Floyd Mayweather, and this ain't a good look. I mean, come on, man. Roy addicted to the game like Jordan Payton. Roy need to go sit down, man. And Floyd Mayweather don't fight black fighters, even in exhibitions, dude. He ain't trying to fight nobody melanated. Go on, sit down, Roy.
Will this feud stay online? Or could we actually see these legends step into the ring? Let us know in the comments. Would you watch Roy Jones Jr. versus Floyd Mayweather? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for all things boxing. Until next time, stay sharp, fight fans,